Let's get cracking!
Welcome everybody, hey, it wasn't even faded. Welcome everybody here to your broadcast of the D2CL, and I can say Season 3, because what we are doing before Season 2 is even ramped up is we're getting into the Season 3 qualifiers, where we have our first qualifier kicking off today. The second qualifier will be up tomorrow, but we have RoX, a Team Dog, also playing his name as Team Sigma today. I still don't know why. As well as RoX will be, the three teams will be battling it out today. To see who will be able to advance themselves forward. Sorry, I say four teams. The Retry PGG's boys are also playing today. We're going to kick ourselves off with RoX going up against NextKZ. That's our first game, and it's already well underway. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves here into the drafting time. So I will be casting alone for the first couple of games today. Unfortunately, no one else seemed to be available for these matches, but I will be joined by Luminous when we have our third place matchup later on tonight. Now, that is scheduled to begin in about 3 hours time from now. I say roughly 3 hours time from now, as I didn't actually realize it's going to sound like a bit of a dog as I said roughly 3 hours time from now, but it should be good fun. It should be very good fun. So this is a bit of a warm-up. You'll also notice, too, you'll have a lot more settings and source quality and all that kind of jazz coming out in your Dailymotion live streams because we're using a different intake. We're using a completely different intake as far as pumping out a live stream today. So hopefully everything is running wonderfully, sexily smooth for people at home. And, yeah, you'll enjoy. Hopefully you'll enjoy.
5 seconds.
All right, so let's look at our draft. It's already on the way here for RoX, so we get Centaur, we get Chen, we get the Live Point Central RoX lineup. Survivability is probably going to be key when you pick up heroes like this, but at the same time, they're very flexible with what they want to do, and they can be careful about going too much on the restoration, like life restoration kind of build, because you got Ancient Apparition already on the other lineup, so a good AA ulti could cause them a large amount of problems, while the rest of the bands, though, they're the ones that stop the problem. Surprisingly, there's a Brewmaster band coming out there. I know it is one of NextKZ's old school favorite heroes, and of course Goblak does know these guys from a very, very long time ago, so justifiable ban. Exactly how it works out, maybe this does tell you that RoX aren't looking for that much lockdown disable. Then again, you see NextKZ's bans have to take out the Bane, great lockdown disable, and the Dazzle is just probably a little bit too much life points for NextKZ to deal with, especially when we get with a combination which for the third time today. Sorry, second time today. I only had it in game 2 of the of our earlier game, Titan versus Arrow. As I need a beverage. Moment.
5 seconds remaining.
Reason why? Only 30 minutes sleep last night and just managed to grab about an hour and a half nap here in the studio. Haven't done that in a while. Haven't also woken up with a break of dawn in a while, but seems to be working so far. RoX now grabbing Nature's Prophet, so interested to see where they're going to throw the Centaur now. By adding in the Nature's Prophet, we can either mix up our lanes or our lanes become very, very, like, well, you can go, I know I'm going to use it, again, I know I use him a lot as far as the example goes, but Harney's Nature's Prophet in the middle lane. Very, very effective, very easy to rune control, and very easy to go out for ganks very quick. Like, go out, get your gank, and then come straight back again. Get a quick early level 6, which means your ultimate's going to be appearing very early too, which means your burst damage is going to be appearing very early. And then you can run Centaur on the off lane, Chen in the safe lane, Prophet in the middle lane, and then just fill in the last two pieces, which is one extra support, as well as your main laner for RoX on the top lane. You want to have some level of push coming out from this hero, considering you got a Nature's Prophet as well as a Chen. So normally I would suggest something along the lines of a Pugna to try and force down these towers. And considering the support heroes coming out with Shadow Shaman as well as Ancient Apparition, Invoker, you still need to have a controlling hero from RoX. With a Clockwork pickup, it really just skyrockets the Rubik to the top of the picking board. And we actually get the TA come out, so we get a real solo hero. The Templar Assassin will arrive for them, which means the Centaur gets pushed into a core role here. Nature's Prophet for the off lane. Nature's Prophet's still going to be very, very careful. With Shadow Shaman as well as Ancient Apparition, it's very, very easy for NextKZ to get themselves a kill on that off lane hero, which is kind of why Centaur has to go there. But with both Prophet as well as Chen, That jungle is either going to get very, very cramped, or they're running different cores here. All right, so SD now going to be our ban out. I'm not feeling the same magic. I'm still feeling the Rubik magic here. It is going to be a support here. Like, Motherfucker is 100% correct about that as far as his bans go. Like, it's going to be a support here for RoX, but you're just looking at what's going to be massively effective up against NextKZ. With the clockwork on the field as well, to have telekinesis is just going to be too good for him. It's really just going to be way too good for him to pass up. Well, RoX, hey, connection problems. Good time at the office. RoX actually just looking at their lineup, looking at their bans, looking over towards NextKZ. It's very difficult to ban out any kind of hard carry here. Like, your physical straight-up DPS isn't really going to be a massive problem. If you're worried about losing a refraction charge, you're probably going to lose those anyway with all the other jump-ins which will be happening from the NextKZ lineup. But there's no straight-up direct counter, something like having a Centaur core. And the Weaver, actually the Weaver's a nice choice. The Weaver's a nice choice as far as the bans go. The Weaver is just one of these heroes that is just such a slippery little sucker. The RoX don't have any straight lockdown great control to hold him in position, as well as still to control up heroes like Clockwork or the Invoker. So they needed something else, and Weaver would have been a nice option for NextKZ. In this case, if they want to try and stall it up, they could go down the lines of Gyro, or they just say... I thought Gyro because I thought ulti kind of control for a big team fight, but Faceless Void is the same kind of thing. Problem is, right now, Lich just come up here for RoX. So this enters our laning a little bit more, as we get Seedoy will go on to that Nature's Prophet. It will be Solo's Templar Assassin in the middle lane, but adding a Lich into the pool, that's really going to cramp the style of NextKZ. Manus isn't going to find the farm that he's really searching for. And all across the board, it's going to cause troubles in the lane. Teamfight-wise, not as much. Not unless Centaur gets like a 3-man stun, then the Lich ulti will really start going to work. That's more of an intimidation factor right now. But the primary thing I believe here from RoX is to win lanes. While NextKZ, they've got good initiation. They got great follow-up. They got initiation from both Clockwork as well as Faceless Void, both using their abilities to do so. So no need for huge items up on these guys. Obviously, Faceless Void is still one of these guys where you've got to worry about, well, put it simply, being able to get enough damage off during the duration of the Chrono. That's what you're really searching for right now. And Mantis, well, he's going to take some time before he gets there. But you're already seeing this off lane, and I love this coming out from RoX. So what they can do is they can push Seedoy to the top lane. Put Goblak in his own jungle, let him free farm it up, and then you run this dual lane off lane. You'll just keep sacrificing, harassing down the Faceless Void and pushing him back. It gives the space for BZZ to fight as well. And Yol still finds his experience. And Goblak will find his. Seedoy can lend a hand when needed. And Solo just does his normal little like thing in the middle lane. While up on the top lane, you're then going to have S7-4L. Who'll be the Clockwork on that off lane. Motherfucker will be the Exort Invoker. So there's not even a question mark in his mind about what he wants to do with this Invoker. This Invoker is just designed to help combine with heroes like the Clockwork or the Faceless Void. Even to a point, the Shackling Shadow Shaman of equal. Because he's one of these guys that just like, okay, you can imagine on the bottom lane, you want to kill off Centaur. And most of the time, Centaur won't really want to go past this area. But if you can catch him out and hold him there, you're going to have Sunstrike in one position. You're going to have the Shackle damage as well. You're going to have Faceless Void that can warp in front, slow him down, and then attack him. And then you got Ancient Apparition Cold Feet while he's being controlled in all of this too. So that's the combination they're searching for to make sure BZZ dies. Problem is, they can't find the levels to really make this work unless they keep on pulling. Now, warding-wise, Diaside haven't even tried to block the pull point. There's only one ward coming out from the Diaside here on the bottom lane, and that's watching over the bottom rune. The second ward is still in the hands there of Yol. The chance of him getting it down is very minimal, and already there's the sentry ward over on the side. Oh, and he's put the observer ward just in range of it. That's going to be frustrating for him. So that ward won't last long once someone goes around the side. But at the same time, they can hold the wave back anyway. It's just they don't have that extra security vision, which they would have really enjoyed having. And they'll probably avoid the first rotation over from Equal because of this. It's like Clockwork's not having a great time up on top lane. But this is to be expected. Clockwork up against Nature's Prophet is never really going to win out. Whoop, Equal. Centaur. Oh, he's got return first level, but the Centaur from the side! It actually helps him out right now. Chen gets taken out. Chen takes out the Shadow Shaman now. The leap up. Gold Black in through with the Centaur. Perfect timing for him to arrive. It's like watching it going, I'll be a little camp from the side. But nope, Gold Black has the control over that sucker. It still ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, so BZZ was lost. But First Blood was spilled in favor of RoX. And the Ancient Apparition was the one able to get the revenge. But that's a core for a support, but it's a core... I suppose it was also the support here, because it was Chen that got the First Blood. Yeah, but First Blood still goes the way of RoX. I'm still going to call that a semi-win for RoX. Not a full win. Obviously, losing the Centaur's never a great thing. But it is hilarious to watch BZZ there on the front lines trying to go in for like an extra dive just because it looks so good for him. Lich has ended up killing up the Faceless Void in the bottom lane. I thought for a moment Solo was going to go down, but it's going to be BZZ. The extra attack from Ancient Apparition will be enough. Lich is looking for the revenge kill over an Illusionist. There's a double kill for Yol on the bottom lane. At the same time, Gold Black has just pitched a tent inside the Radiant jungle. Grabbing himself a brand new Centaur. As we hit 3-2 now on the board. 2 kills, actually every single kill has gone to a support hero. The cores have just no joy whatsoever when it comes to that bonus money. But we have joy. Welcome to Russian Dota. A little bit of Russian, a little bit of, obviously, Kazakhstan. So that's where most of the boys from NextKZ are from. Now we're coming back down to this bottom lane. Now they really want to zone him out. Frostblast already over on Equal, and he's locked himself in the tree line, but there is a gap out from there. But BZZ, he just dived under it. Quick double edge. Centaur start from Gold Black, a little bit of mistimed. But they still pick up that Shadow Shaman. Doesn't really work well in aggressive lanes. He needs time to find his levels. Not to mention, he's bloody slow moving in and out all the time. Especially for someone who doesn't have any boots up and running. Oh, Gold Black just hanging on the sides. Almost using an intimidation factor to try and get these kills, and they got it. Illusion's out too far. Again, the Frostblast will be used to go into the Centaur combination. Yol, the Coldfee should be able to latch right now, but Mantis has to be backed into a corner. He doesn't like the idea of that, so he does just retreat to the tier 1 tower. And that's now a secondary support here, a second support here on the bottom lane that's gone down for no trade in favor of NextKZ. But that's why they move the Shadow Shaman up towards the north. See if they can catch out somebody. And Seedoy is the main man to do so, but then again, Seedoy, the shackles will be there. The tree's trying to keep this the battery assault off him. The Shadow Shaman has enough damage with the shock, and they do push the trees back. Which means we do see Clockwork being able to survive through this. And then again, at the same time, I think he's rather concerned. Because Prophet can just try and TP and steal his life. I kind of want to see him attempt it. At the same time, there's movement coming towards the middle lane. So Yol really working overtime here. So in fact, Lich ulti and Frostblast. Damn, that's a lot of damage to Waterfucker. It's a lot of damage to him. Not expecting 5 minutes in to have a level 6 Lich, but it's very reminiscent of the old days where you had this Lich going offlane solo, just so you could rush up that ulti. That happened the second that the meta changed. The Lich got changed. So we had the maximum amount of bounces straight from level 1, and everyone's just like, sweet! I'm taking this guy to the bottom lane. Lich offlane works again. Cripples the carries lane. And gives you all the other bonuses you want. And now he goes over towards Manus. That's a 3-point Frost Blast. Manus is hoping to backtrack a little bit more of that. But he's just not finding the joy for it. So Yol goes back into lane. Will be a sacrifice in a moment. TA trap. Okay, that was a bad idea from Solo. Walked up to Clockwork. The Cogs will make sure he stays here too. And what a fucker. Sunstriking with everything he's got. They just throw into Solo. Putting down the Sentry Ward too. So there's no way for the meld to be used to evade. And Cedo was also coming in there to help. Threw the ulti out. Probably the primary reason why they were looking to try and go for that kill. Illusionist really getting forced back on the top lane. But then Clockwork moves up. Vortex trying to slow him down so Clockwork can catch up to him, and he will. Oh, will he? No, they're both... it's Phase Boost versus Tranquil Boots on this top lane. Yol with his DD. Taken. If he can find equal quickly, he won't be able to get the kill, but he'll definitely be able to do some damage. And now, well, turn for the Frost Blast. He needs to attack. Sunstride's coming in, and almost enough damage to kill off Yol into the tree line, but they don't get another attack. And he's cold snapped up right now, so he had to back up. But Templar Assassin's movement instantly cut them off. Yol needs a little life points. I think he's asking to be sent back to base by Goldblack. He doesn't want to walk out there. Then again, his Tranquil Boots are now kicking up. So you may not have to worry too much. Especially with Chain Frost off cooldown in 10 seconds time. Yol just has to sit back and be patient for a while. And then they can move down on top of Mantis. BZZ's already in position for it. Also should know too, BZZ level 6 now. So Stampede is available. Mantis, no Chrono yet. So he doesn't have that level of control he's searching for. And his support's not there at the moment either. Invoker is basically bone dry when it comes to mana. Oh, Courier getting hunted a little bit. That's the treads in for Mantis. And Illusionist also TPing himself down the bottom lane. Now, Lich ulti. Illusionist, it bounced back up to Mantis. He tried to time walk himself away. It won't be enough. Prophet ulti will also bounce through. Yol, he won't go low enough to shatter from that Ice Blast. So NextKZ will lose 2 heroes on that bottom lane. And not get anything in return.
It's all the same to me.
And while all this keeps going on, Invoker is losing the CS battle. Clockwork isn't shutting down Cedo anywhere near enough. That's a 15 for 2 lane up against a 51 for 13. That is a very easy lane there for Cedo. He's having no troubles whatsoever. And really want to say this Lich pickup, last pickup, has been working overtime, and it's been working beautifully for him. This is just something where RoX have all the levels they want. Even Goldblack moves down, now Void. He's already used his Chrono. He wants to leap up and get that slow on Goldblack. He got it too, but then Goldblack turns on him. Because there's more support coming, which means the AoE had no effect here. And Solo, quick TA trap, slowing down Manus. 5 seconds until he can leap again. And Cedo, no mana for a Sprout. That's why they can't hold him here. And Goldblack is going to solve the Ancient Apparition, while also Clockwork, don't think he really wants to be part of this one. Even though he does have Hookshot, Wadafaka, Eagle coming in from the side. The Cogs will split the fight up while Solo really gets into Wadafaka. The damage on that bottom lane. They chase Illusionist back behind the tower, but there's your control over on Wadafaka. And now Illusionist locked in the corner. And you're also going to say goodbye to the Clockwork. RoX just an easy trigger off on the Centaur ulti. And they're able to run after everybody they want to. That Blink Dagger already up on BZZ. And what is basically a full mech now done for Goldblack. This is 9.5 minutes in. I would not be surprised if our... Yep. I was wondering if this would even hit 10k. RoX has just been playing such a... I won't say flawless game, but... After those initial kills, everything is going their way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And they're also going to claim the first tower of the game. So the bottom tier 1 tower will die. And now you're getting a Nature's Prophet with 1,400 gold. Already got the early hand of Midas. Gone 3-1-1 now on the board. Which means that's going to be one very, very fat Nature's Prophet. Top lane movements coming up. Well, Mantis has Chrono. This kill isn't really possible. Not from the position that you've got. Yeah, not from that position. Now he jumps in. Centaur stomp. Oh, we got it from the side. That wasn't even his. That was the neutral turning against him. There were 3 units there just in time. So they got the stomp off. And now Clockwork. No, 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 no. You do not want to be part of that. With the Chen Nuke and the Lich ulti, they are not waiting at all for this Lich ulti. The second they know they can get themselves a kill, it's throwing. There is no delay whatsoever. And the battle will continue. Qualifier, Illusions equal. They're all coming back up again now. Is this really worth the chrono to do it? Well, Aeol is going to fly up and will connect, and Goldblack will go down, but they've used so many abilities. The rest of RoX can move quite freely here. In fact, Solo comes down. It's the Chen Nuke that kills off the Invoker. Nice time block for Mantis, getting a little bit lucky there on the generator, but then not so lucky when Templar Assassin turns on him. Equal. It's a quick shackle, but the trees are in fact killing him out. And then Illusions under the tier 1 tower. Solo, he's got enough defensive refraction charges he can take this up for the entire team. And with the trees in here too, they don't really care. It's a double kill coming out from Solo. 19-5 on the board in favor of NextKZ, and about to become more. Clockwork, he's got hookshot available, but being troll trapped up. Nice little pushback with the Cogs means Solo doesn't have any kind of extra mana to hurt this Clockwork. That's why he's trying to use his 1 charges. Everybody's jumping after him. Hooks out, Macedo will survive. And in fact, Hand of God still being available for Goldblack to use. Someone's going to have to TP up towards the top lane in a moment because Waterfucker has just given up on the mid. Like the tier 1 tower goes down. And Waterfucker will try and do some kind of damage towards this top lane. Centaurs just finished up the Blade Mail. Okay, Roskis don't care. Tier 1 tower for Roshan, they're happy with this. Like even with the AE ulti going to be connecting, they have more than enough damage to finish up Roshan. They've already got 4 points up in the meld, so Roshan with his -6 armor. Are they hoping for a kill with the Sunstrike? Can at least damage down Chen's army. But Roskis is just looking so strong. And Mantis, next target. Seedoy comes down. The easier one is to kill off Equal. So the trees will chase him into the corner. They'll see him TPing out, but they just can't get the damage out fast enough. Even with a solo blink into Meld Strike, it wouldn't be enough to instantly kill off the Shadow Shaman. As Mantis just waits in the tree line. Then again, he's coming out. It just looks like a creep wave interception is all it is, but that won't really matter. When you got a Nature's Prophet behind you, you only need 1 creep up to stop the backdoor regeneration. Rocket's flying down. Solid's just having a great time in mid, and now he goes on him. Straight in towards the Clockwork with the Prophet early to help him out. The bonus damage is there to help kill him off before the Cogs actually force him back. So tier 2 tower as well as the hero kill. Blink in. Oh, we got the stomp off. Mantis will die here in the tree line. And this is just spiraling out of control for him. Solo's moving up towards the top lane. The ward will see him, but he just jumps on Waterfucker. This is just no fear. And why should he have fear? Last hit, you'll get the kill. Lucius will be able to TP himself back out again. But Solo's moving quite freely. 3.1k gold. He can go into like straight desos in a moment. And once that's up, I say deso shouldn't be plural. Doesn't have that much money. It's a hell of a lot though. An 8-for-1 Templar Assassin. Top 5 net worths belong to RoX right now. There really is nothing standing in the way of this team winning this game. Even Lich is picking up a Dagon. This is the level of confidence coming out from RoX. They haven't even taken out all the tier 2 towers yet, or the potential to push high ground. But by having this bonus damage, they can ensure they kill off heroes like Ancient Apparition and Shadow Shaman quick enough. And that's what Lich is all about. Like, he gives everybody the armor, but the way he's been working with the Lich ulti and the Frost Blast, very rarely has this thing been off cooldown. So they just jump from one target to the next. Nice rocket. Scouts out BZZ. Aeldy's also coming in, but he's already walked up high and evaded it. More support's got to come in. Looks like Ancient Apparition did get picked up in the tree line. And now the Clockwork hook in, but Lucholi's going to come up. And Waterfucker won't be able to split in time. His Forged Spirit's actually working against him in this case. Not to mention he's taking the return damage plus the Blade Mail damage, which was there on from BZZ. Clockwork brought back in for this one too. But it's already too late. They lose too many heroes in the mid. And there's the GG call. 15 minutes in. BZ is going to be able to pick up Manus as long as he doesn't backtrack everything he even tried to chrono him up. So there was no way to finish it. But that is going to be an easy win to RoX KIS. They go 28-5 here in the first game. Their next matchup, the team known as Team Dog. They'll be playing under the tag of Team Sigma. I'm still trying to find out exactly why they're still doing that. I realize if there was overlays created, then that would be fine for like the Chinese WPC. But yeah, either way, we'll come back with some more information for you in just a couple moments as RoX KIS will be facing up against Team Dog in their matchup, hopefully very, very soon.